What is up, everybody? Alright, we're on the ult account. I'm gonna try to unlock that boar fight again so we can do it with Hercules. Obviously without removing the gimmick, and see how that goes. In the meantime, though, we got some other ones that are gonna be fun. Like, we can use Gwaine against the Lancers. See if we can figure that one out. Alright. I think the real question is going to be, what CE do I use? It's either starting in P or Guts, I would say. Do we have any of the good Georges? You know, I actually would be nice if they would bring back the Da Vinci event just so the player base can get that CE again. Because the best thing about it isn't even the fact that it gives more MP battery than the other one. It's the fact that it doesn't give bonus health. Like, bonus health on a CE like that is so backwards. Yeah, it's this or this, I feel. Hey, Beastly. Didn't you just do this yesterday? Or didn't I just do this yesterday? Yeah, I kind of feel like you... Wait, you did. You absolutely did. I remember it was 25 months and everything. And I remember thinking, oh, it's through Twitch Prime, you know, and stuff. What the fuck? I don't even... Guys, clearly I'm robbing Beastly. That's what's going on here. But thanks, Beastly. Hopefully we can use your Herc here. Let's go starting in P, and if that doesn't work, we'll switch to, Guts. It's either default or anniversary blonde. You might not need the crits. I mean, nothing has so much health here that you need to, like, triple buster crit or anything. We'll try it anyway and see what happens. I mean, see, look, this account doesn't even have the bonus servant, so there's like a reason to do it this way. By the way, I tried to do the whale again, and I got him down to 3,000 health, and then he healed, and I cried. Like 3,000 health. Like, you couldn't just die. Hey Finn, thank you for 100 bits again. Okay, I feel pretty confident in that I could cast this and get it back before I would need it. I wonder if you know what, this might be I think Atlas is gonna be right for Gwaine, now that I think about it. Especially like if I want to use this right now. But I want to see if Gwaine can crit here and just kill one turn one. Fuck. Yeah, we're definitely gonna want Atlas. We haven't tried with Suzuka yet, because we haven't had a Suzuka that's like upgraded enough to be on par with the kind of things we've been using. I suspect if she's really upgraded and you get a little lucky, she might be able to do it. They lost. Okay. Oh yeah, we definitely need to go Atlas. There's no need for this kind of burst damage. Man, I probably could have done an art card. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to reset, because, it's pretty important. Look at him not killing! I blame because my buffs wore off. Probably should have done my crit thing there. Okay, hold up. Got Napoleon. Yeah, Napoleon's pretty good. If you're on NA, though, I don't think he has his buff yet, so he's not as good, but once he gets his buff, he's pretty solid. Even before that, though, he's pretty usable. Hey, TP, thank you for the, or TG, excuse me. Thank you for the resub for 4 months, man. Yeah, George was a little strong. Once he gets his buff, and if you do fight things in his niche, he is just crazy strong. I feel like using my third skill here, though, is basically wasted because I don't need to crit, and I'm gonna get my NP anyway. He's gonna attack again, that really sucks. These guys getting around taunt and guts mechanics. I actually need Gwen to kill it here, I think. By the way, makes the sun, in an other dimension fucked up, man. Alright, Gwen, please. Ooh, close. I think he's got it. Can I get away with my art card? I don't use my buff, I don't know. Might be cutting it close. I'll try it. Trial and error. Try to get that max value. Crap! Okay, I gotta do that differently. Oh, that sucks. I could have killed 2 there. Which, I kind of have to kill 2 there. Because, yeah, if I don't, I'm gonna get NP'd. The problem with Abigail is, like, you don't really need foreigners very often, because when you're fighting berserkers, you're kind of free to use any class. And foreigners against berserkers ends up being overkill more times than not. But she's okay, you know, she does do a good job of killing berserkers, and she's got some okay utility. A lot of the other foreigners end up being better than her, but she's fine. Some people act like she's some garbage unit you can't get any value out of, and that's silly. You can get plenty of value out of her, but she's not like a 5-star that's gonna revolutionize your gameplay by any means. Hold on, chat, 1 second. I gotta go adjust my heater. It's getting a little hot in here. Alright, we good. Alright. Again, I really want to kill here, but little suspect. I wish I had the flat damage command code here. It's on a buster card with a bigger bonus. Literally, these are the 3 lowest damaging cards in his deck, so that's unfortunate. I'm also whiffing the Merlin command code. I'll take a bullshit crit though. Thanks for the hype train, guys.
では行くぞマスター
Apparently unlocked a emote there.
どうか
Okay.
お任せ
I want to do that art card so bad, but I think I need to do the Buster Chain.
この剣は太陽のあらゆる苦情を極める小村のかげろうエクスカリバー
Hey Ace, thank you for the resub, man. Everybody's going crazy today. I'm not even doing anything. I'm like I feel like really lazy right now, and everybody's like throwing bits and subs at me. The guilt, man. Anyway, thanks guys. Thank you for the bits and everything. Okay. One turn on the Merlin man code. That's unfortunate. So killing this guy's not the problem. I guess I'll... Yeah, I was thinking putting quick last and trying to get like a bullshit crit next turn, but I guess we'll leave the game. You know, trees are not exactly just a totally random topic on this channel, though. Wonder how that happened. Man, if I'd had the Merlin command code there, could have been. And if I got like lucky crit or something, I could then use my third skill in key right now, which would be really helpful. I could guts and then use Atlas, but I didn't bring any heal. I might have to bring a heal command code actually. That way I can guts and then come bounce back and not die to normal cards. What's really hurting us is just our NP gain. That's what's making this tough. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to bring a heal command code. But basically, I need to do that, and then between healing and the invulnerability, I need to last until I get my guts back again. That might not be possible, but we'll see. Damn it. I did not need to do that many Buster cards. This is gonna be hard to do with Gwen, but I do think it's... Motherfucker, I'm at 97%. I do think this is possible, though, but you're gonna have to get pretty particular with the command codes and the turn order and all that. Why did I just use... Okay, I just fucked up. Okay, hold up. Hold up! Time for adjustments. I do think it's right, though, to use our guts there. But we have to be able to recover. That emote, Zaw. Also, I didn't say hi to Zaw. What is wrong with me? Bad person, by the way. We work in the healed boost. That I'm not sure about. I don't really need the crit boost thing, though, on this one. I think we have the damage. Like, if we crit, we're fine, and if we don't crit, that command code doesn't do anything anyway. Hey, Arjuna. I'm not sure one heal's enough. I almost want something that I can apply several turns in a row and start trying to do the heal boost. The heal boosting, the heal command code is basically an extra 500 to 1,000 healing. So you need 2 turns of prep, and then it doesn't do anything after that. Where if you use like a 200 heal or a 300 damage cut. Thing is, it's gotta be burst healing, that's the thing. So I guess heal boost is still fine. Okay, someone else has it equipped, because of course they do. Actually, that makes a lot of sense on 100 face. Okay. Boy, we are going to be pushing it. Goodbye, QP. It heals for 2,000 if you give it the heal boost. It heals for 1,000 if you don't. And it heals for 1,500 if you only boost it once. But if you're able to set it up properly, you can heal boost it twice. But that may or may not happen, but we'll see. This is looking like it's going to be harder with Gwen than I was thinking. Although we might legit want to go with a Gut CE because then I could use my 3rd skill on turn 1 and have it matter. Can you imagine if the Joan of Arc CC did not have a cooldown on it? Like how broken that would be? I've had this ult almost since I started playing, so a really long time. I don't play it super actively all the time though, so it misses out on a lot of like login bonuses, and I don't do every event on it and that kind of thing, but I've had the account for fucking ages. Absolutely abysmal opening hand here. George couldn't even be bothered to have a quick card. Okay, that's just a fuck you, I'm gonna reset. That. Like, 1 bad hand, sure. 2, not so great. Lost, I'm really sad. I got the whale to 3,000 health today. I said I wasn't gonna try it again if I failed, but I'm probably gonna try it again. I'm so pissed. And it's because he heals even if he's stunned. He gets like stacks of his heal even if he's stunned. So it fucks with your dot damage. Like, they're doing enough damage, it's just not enough with the heal going off. Captain Ahab indeed. Ult doesn't have Edmund, and Ult doesn't have MLBK scope, so... Wow, fucking Christ, man. Got triple Buster deck and I can't get any Buster cards. This sucks. I really want to kill that first guy, because it's so reasonable for Dwayne to kill that first guy that you don't want to be behind a turn for no reason. This is a lot harder with Gwen than I was thinking, but it's the NP gain. His NP gain is like so much worse than Mordred's. Because Mordred's got the battery on her NP and then a stronger battery on her 3rd skill. So, that's pretty tough. Honestly, this ult's been around long enough that it could totally have an MLBK scope. It just hasn't gotten one. Like, it's got an MLB of all kinds of the default 5-star CEs, just not that one. It's probably close though. I haven't actually checked in a while. Sometimes one MLB is better than 5 normal ones. It just depends. Like, there's a whole world of possibilities that come into play when you can just... Come on! Holy shit, Gwen! I love how, like, your second hand, because there's only 2 units left, you know, you literally have a 50% chance of getting a Brave Chain, and I've yet to get it since these resets. And then even if you don't get a Brave Chain, you're pretty likely to get, like, 2 Buster cards or something, but... Nope! But yeah, sometimes having multiple units NP very easily versus one unit NP without any help, it's like it just depends. A lot of people wait until they get 6K scopes though, that way they have 180% and 100%. But if you got like some of the Sakura CEs, Limit Broken, a lot of times those things. Oh my god, game! George is really having a field day right now. Yeah, I would say, like, for the way I play the game and my priorities and stuff, if my ult account got 5, I would just limit break it, because most of the, if I was wanting to do like a lot of farming anyway, I have enough units that don't need K-scope to be able to turn 1 NP anyway, so I don't really care. And I like to do things like, you know, Chin Gong, murdering story supports and that kind of stuff, so yeah, for me, if my ult gets 5, I'll just do it right away. This is a fucking awful hand as well, but it's slightly better. Yeah, we just need to be able to kill this front one. It should, with the kind of setup Gwen has, it shouldn't be that hard, but game is not helping me much here. Fuck, we're gonna waste our heal, but I don't think I'll need it for a few turns anyway. Whew. Okay. Did not need that crit, but I will take it. Yeah, this is harder with Gwen than I thought. It's hard to get double kills, that's the thing. And then the MP gain is so bad. I think I can do it if I min-max and get lucky. Please tell me the Merlin command code is not on cooldown. Okay. So I want to do that because I want to get 2 stacks of it. And then max MP gain. Actually, maybe I should have done Art Buster quick there. Might have been enough. You stop doing that. That skill sucks because you don't get MP when you do it. Actually, this is the turn I need to apply the heal boost, so I kind of messed it up. If I can, I should kill the one in the back. Because the one in the back is going to MP next turn, where these two won't. It's also the hardest one to kill though, because it's 29,000. I made crit stars though, so looking decent. We need 1 crit. I don't think we have a Nero, unfortunately. Honestly, vanilla Neros are pretty rare. I don't know, maybe some of it's just because of, you know, the crowd that I attract, I guess, I don't know. I have my own Nero, but she's trash. I might try to get her pretty strong someday just for testing purposes. I don't like Nero at all, but her gameplay is interesting, and it's definitely something I like to, you know, keep tabs on, so I might have to make mine good at some point. I don't know if I'd ever... The thing is, she kind of need to be 90, at least, and I don't really want to give her Grails. So I might make her 10-10-10 level 80, but I don't know if I could go beyond that. Yeah, the story lock doesn't help either, that's true. And a lot of people just go for like the 5-star rate up versions of her instead. You know, they go for Caster Nero and Nero Bride and that kind of thing. So. Okay, I need to heal this turn. I need to kill that guy. Very important that I do not die to normal cards this turn. We have 4,000 live. Actually, it's pretty useful to 10-10-10 or 3rd skill because there are situations when you're fighting Lancers and stuff that you can use healing to get back in it, and then you can potentially get her 3rd skill back, and that's a huge deal if you're able to do that. And against a lot of other things, you're never going to be able to get that third skill back, so it's not worth it. But against Lancers and stuff, it can happen. I think we are going to be 1 turn short. Oh god, we're so close. I think I need to change one of the other command codes to let it stabilize better. Because we're going to be 1 turn off from getting our guts back, and we're going to have like 1 or 2 enemies left. Shit. The only chance I can really see here is somehow getting my NP this turn. Do I go for an overkill arc crit, or do I do Arc Buster Quick? I think we do Arc Buster Quick and hope for an arc crit. We're so close, dude. I think I might tweak the command codes. So I think I don't need as much. Or we could just triple crit, chat. That gives us a chance. Although I think we're still fucked because we're not gonna be able to double kill, I don't think. And we kind of have to double kill or we die. The only, like, it's not about NPs. I can stop them from NPing. I'll kill the middle one with the NP, and I can normal card kill the front one, right? We're so close! This is so fucked! That's so fucked! Because look, my NP is obviously going to kill the middle one, and the one that has its NP, I can kill, right, with normal cards. But then I'm just gonna die to normal attacks to the last fucking enemy, and I win next turn. I don't even need guts next turn, because I could kill him next turn. This is so fucked! Yeah, I need more healing. I need, like, not even loads, I just need a bit more survivability from command codes, I think. Fuck, man, and we're 1 turn off getting the heal. No, we literally can't win. We would have to, the only way we could win is if I had at least some kind of command code with a minor heal on it, and then the enemy didn't, like, crit or didn't, I think he only has 2 actions per turn, but 2 actions, we don't have enough health for that. And he does HP drain, which is 1,000, so, like, if he does a skill, we're dead, period. And if he double attacks, we're dead. We might be able to live 1 attack if he, like, low rolled, but, yeah, I need another command code. There's no way for us to triple kill here, I don't think. I have to try. Like, literally the only way we can win is if we triple kill. So I'm gonna try, I'm gonna hope this crits, and somehow that gets him low enough. I don't think it will be, though. But that's, like, the only chance we have, is if we kill all of them right now. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. That is so close, though, dude. That is, because, like, it's so frustrating, because we stabilize so hard next turn. Yeah, we didn't kill it. We got the debuff on him, so he's still alive. God, that sucks. What a dick!
ようこそレオナルド・ダ・ヴィンチの強化ラボへ。
I don't know if this is worth doing. I do think Wayne can do it, but I think it's going to be too RNG that I don't want to sit here doing it over and over again. Because you'd have to get, like, that good crit turn for your NP gain still, I think, anyway. And you're going to need that decent opening hand and stuff, and then you're going to be pushing it at the end. Like, if they life drain, you're going to be fucked. Another heal command code is a good idea, though, because then you could apply the heal boost to the other heal, like, over and over again, like, every turn, right? And that's pretty good. Like, I'd probably go with another heal command code and then the damage cut, and that would probably work. But I don't know if it's worth it, just because I think I'd have to reset so many times. What is the biggest heal? Is it this one? I think there's a few that heal for this much and might have other effects. And the damage cut is 300, but the damage cut won't save you from the health drain. So overall, I kind of favor the health. I'm not sure if that alone would be enough. Like, with the heal boost, you know, you get an okay amount out of it. You know, 300 over, you know, 2 turns at 600 health. It can buy you a hit. And Kido's best skill is his second one, at least for last man standing and soloing and, like, challenge quest stuff. So I normally would say 2, 1, 3. But you still, basically, it's not like, you don't want to be like, you know, 1-10-1 and then level up the first skill, right? You should still get his third skill up a nice bit. Like, at least the part that takes skill gems and stuff. Like, get it up a chunk. You want to make sure the heal is still worth it. So get it up to 4 or 5 if you can. But yeah, overall though, I'd say 2-1-3. But still, like right off the bat, you want to get that third skill up too. There's a lot of units like that where it's not like you just ignore your skills except for one. I just feel like this is going to be super RNG based. Hey, thank you for the Twitch Prime. I've seen this name before. Z Usk something Zeet. I don't even know, but thank you for the Twitch Prime, dude. I don't know what the difference between Twitch Prime Gaming and Prime Gaming is. I don't know what the hell is going on with that, but it's a thing. God, I haven't even tried the Gutsy route and all that. That might work better. Wonder what Canis does here. You have to give her a damage CE to compensate for not counterclock. Oh, okay. My hand slipped. Thankfully, this account never has to worry about AP under any circumstance because, you know, it has a couple of apples. Chat, within the next 2 years, God, I wish we had the Gutsy now. That's like the ultimate starting hand. You use your third skill turn 1, you get the command code and the brave, the art chain. Like, that's so much into the game right there. But chat, within the next 2, oh, okay, that's not good. I think that's GG. I hate these mobs. They're like old school FGO where mobs could get past your taunt wall if they got lucky. The way their stupid skill works, it's like they're like the only mobs that can still do that. But anyway, in the next 2 years, do you think Canis will ever get a costume? I'm gonna say no, because we get almost no costumes in this game. And then when we do, they're normally not implemented very well. Rip Arthur, by the way. Maybe someday Arthur will get an animation update and they'll make his costume not janky as all hell. That would be great. Oh my god, and now they get to attack again. They just triple life drained. Okay, guys. I don't think we're gonna kill here. I also wish George had gotten his Buster card, because then I could Buster Chain. That would be a big improvement. Damn it. And I didn't get my MP either. That was a really bad opening. Too much RNG in this one. It's because you're really pushing it on value. I definitely liked Mordred because Mordred did not. If you played her properly, you didn't need to kill that first guy. Like, she had enough value to not need to do that. I think so far, out of everyone we've tested here, and I actually think at the end of the day, this is probably going to hold true no matter who we do test here. I think the best unit for this is a really upgraded Choco Jana. I mean, she beat it with so much extra value, right? Like, she didn't give a fuck how the RNG went because she's just had it in spades. And like she generates enough stars when she does quick and everything to like always crit the next turn and stuff, so she was kind of amazing for this. God damn it, dude. Got her fully 2k foe today, damn. Yeah, it is really crazy how much she scales with stats. She's one of the best scaling units, I think, in the game, honestly. Because her only flaw is damage, and then when you upgrade her or all that stuff, you can give her pretty good damage, and it gets her high enough that she's hitting most of the breakpoints, right? So where, like, if you had more damage, it's just going to waste anyway. That's not always true, but she can definitely get to those points, and then she just has some of the best survivability, like, ever. That's a good opening hand, though. Wow, you can actually just turn one that guy if you get lucky. That might actually be a bad thing, though, because we're actually... I'm serious, I think that might be a bad thing. Because now that guy is already here, and he's going to get his NP charge for free. That seriously might be a bad thing. Huh. We'll see. In a lot of ways, I actually think she's better than Fujino when it comes to survivability. Fujino's a bit better in terms of damage, but it's actually close because Shakojono's got the crits. But I think she's actually better at survivability than Fujino. There's some exceptions to that, because Fujino gets a lot of survivability out of her utility, because LOL buff block and that kind of thing. And especially when Fujino's counterclassing, and her attack down is basically getting more value, and the damage cut's getting more value because of that, it's so easy for her to take 0 damage for like 6 turns straight, which is just, silly. Why did I do that? Oh my god, how to throw. We'll never know if that guy showing up early was good or bad, because I just threw there. But yeah, she pretty much, like... And sometimes I would actually say Shakojono has more survivability than Ku. It kind of, there's, you know, context-specific aspects to that. But, seriously, her survivability is just... You know, healing, you know, invulnerability, damage cut, I mean, it's just crazy. Just swap those buster cards around. Totally possible that we could have won that last round. That might have been the one that was set up for winning if I had played every single turn perfectly, right? But I certainly didn't play that turn perfectly, so... Yeah, she has basically every form of survivability. It's kind of silly. Oh yeah, and she removes enemy offensive buffs, which is also a form of survivability, right? So she, you know, if the enemies are critting way less or they lose their attack up and all that, that's less damage too, which is ultimately survivability. So. Yeah, I would say if you like her character a decent amount, she's totally worth going super ham on and getting a really high MP rank and all that. I mean, her gameplay is just nuts. Good for farming too. I actually use her for farming all the time because she gives, you know, she can do an AoE and a lot of times that'll wipe the wave and stuff, and then she also gives her teammates a nice attack up. Like a lot of times I'll do Arthur, Mordred, and Shakojono. I'll give all of them really high starting in PCEs, and I 3-turn with that all the time. Like all the time. Okay, so this is the turn we want NP gain like a motherfucker. Unfortunately, we got really shitty cards for that. Freaking health drain. Freaking health drain! Dude, they're so meta! Because first off, the health drain ignores class advantage, right? So they're doing more damage than they would typically get out of that. And then they don't give me NP charge because they're not hitting me. What a bunch of bastards, dude. Yeah, I could have gotten my NP that turn if things had gone a bit better with the crits and them attacking and that kind of thing. Joss has a nice hat, yeah. This song's great. I need to use it more in like my videos. Like I've used it once for Billy, obviously. Fuck! I used the oh shit! Oh shit! I can't heal. I can heal boost the shitty one, but that ain't great. Imagine double heal boosting the shitty one. If they don't life drain, I might be able to live. He crit! Oh, God. Okay. Just gotta roll the dice better, chat. Also be more mindful of our cooldowns. The music is actually playing for the enemies. Okay, this is not exactly what I wanted for an opening hand. Man, I want the Green Knight in FGO pretty bad, but the thing is, you don't understand like how doomed it feels, because one, I think there's such a high chance that they would just never use the character ever. And then even if they did, they could just make it lame, right? They could be all, and he uses a gun now, right? Like, so it's like the odds of him being in are pretty meh, and then the odds of him being designed well are also pretty meh. So yeah, not the best feeling. And it's almost worse that they've mentioned him several times. Like they mentioned him twice in FGO and once in Fate Extra. And so I'm like, it's like a tease. Like, oh, by the way, we know this exists, but we're never giving it to you, right? Like that, it's kind of shit. I'm not gonna get my NP here, so I have to. Oh my god, I think we're fucked. Now I'll get my NP, but now the thing is messed up. So I guess I could have done Buster or Art Buster Buster. That might have gotten me my NP, but then I don't think I would kill. Or I could just not kill anyway. That's great. Can we have like an RNG shit show? There's no way I can kill if I don't do a Buster at the end. I need the Buster chain. But if I could do that art card, that would be really helpful. I'm gonna try it, because if I Buster chain, we're gonna lose anyway. And then if this works out and we somehow kill, it might. This isn't gonna kill. It'll get close, but I don't think it's gonna kill. Killed the middle one. No, actually, that was the right decision. How about that? Well, fucking damage resist, by the way. I don't see them using the wipe at all. Because they've already mentioned the Green Knight, and it's not, you know, anything to do with the wipe. So if they used it, they would definitely reference the stuff they've already referenced, I feel. So I don't really think so. But yeah, if they did use the wife, I'm sure they would be, just like with Paul Bunyan and Van Gogh and all, like, oh yeah, the Green Knight's still a thing, but we're just not going to make it playable in this. I really need to get my NP this turn, but I also really need to kill one of them, which those two things are very much at odds with each other. And then I need to not use the heal. I think we're just fucked. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there's a lot of coming back from this one. I could see the Green Knight being used as an enemy only. Like how, and even lazier than like the Good of Final, it'd be like how they used Grendel, right? I could see them doing some stupid shit like that. Nope, there's a regular version of Paul Bunyan out there. It's just the one that we have is not it. And the one that we have really shouldn't be a heroic spirit. Please kill. Okay, no problem. Probably could have worked on the art card, to be honest. Then you got good old Masashi. Okay, I have to be able to kill again. That's the hardest one to kill, because 29k. I am starting to lean towards bringing a Gut CE, though. I think this way can work, it's just going to be super random. So I can NP, but then I think my Guts actually goes to waste. But then there's only one enemy left. How am I winning right now? I don't even know. The problem is, oh my god, I think we're gonna die to the no wait, no, he doesn't start with his NP. If I triple kill here, we win. I don't think I can triple kill though. Fuck, I'm gonna lose to the last guy again because I've basically not synced up my survivability with anything. Like I'm absolutely gonna die to the final guy here, I'm pretty sure. The only way we win is if we triple kill, and I absolutely don't think we can triple kill here. Unless we just like high roll like a motherfucker. We'd have to kill the two 24k guys without touching them, but we only do about 20k with the NP, I'm pretty sure. Man, well, I gotta try, because I know this game well enough. Like I lose if I only double kill. And I can double kill every time. I can do Buster, NP, Buster, and I would double kill. But then the other guy would show up, right? And I could only kill one of them, and then the other one would NP me. Wait, I might be wrong about that. Hold on. Okay, so 26k guy will NP next turn. So I would kill him next turn, right? And then the other guy would only normal attack me. And then I'd have to be able to kill him. But then I would have no buffs left. And he's a 29k guy. So I think I would almost kill him, but not. And then he would, unless I crit. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Okay, hold on. So there's two routes to go here. I don't know if anyone is following any of the words that are coming out of my mouth. So, one, I try to triple kill here and hope my NP does 24,000 damage, right? And I kill all three of them. And then I literally have 2 turns to kill the lone guy that's left. And there's no problem, right? But then if I don't do 24k, we're super fucked. Where if I target split, I can definitely kill the two 24k guys, no problem. and then there'd be the 26k guy in the back left, but at low health, and then the new guy. And the one with 26k will have his NP, so I have to kill him that turn. The new guy won't have his NP, so I kill the guy at low health. Now the other guy is the only one left, and he has his NP. I now have no buffs. That guy's at full health, and I have to be able to zero. Like I have to 100 to zero him. So, which if I crit, I could do, right? Like if I crit, I could do that. But I brought a setup. I don't have any Star Bomb CEs. Well, if I had Star Bomb command codes, excuse me, I would have a decent chance. Healing won't help though. Like healing doesn't matter. I'm never gonna die to normal attacks. I'm gonna die to VNP. So like the healing doesn't do anything. Now, if you're a cheater, what you do is you go for the triple kill, and if it fails, you save scum, and then you go the other route, right? But that's the pussy way. We don't do that. I've got all my buffs for this NP. So, God, we got the good music too. I think I'm gonna try to triple kill, and if I fail, I'm pretty sure I'll still double kill. But I will get NP'd and go down to 0 health, which is really bad. Because then I'd have to kill the one guy that's left and get enough health back to not die to a normal attack, and then try to kill. So yeah, it's pretty bad. He has to kill the middle one. He's got to. Well, actually, he's got to kill either the 24k guys. It actually doesn't matter which one. Fuck. Oh, feels bad. We're not completely out of it, but we're probably fucked now. We need as much Stargen as possible. We also need to not waste the heal boost on the shitty command code. Woo! So, we have a, theoretically, we have a higher chance to crit than not. This is a statistical fact because we've got a 30 and a 50% chance. So we have an over 50% chance to crit, right? So we are favored to crit here, and I think if we crit, we kill him. Easy. Oh god, that was so close, dude. Thankfully, we still have this stage. We can do it again on our main account if we want to mess around with it more, but fuck. I don't feel like I actually found the most optimal way to play Gwen here, though. I really don't. I don't think we figured it out yet. I think there's other combinations of command codes and mystic codes and CEs that could probably be better. I really don't think we figured out the optimal route there. Like, I think there are ways that you could improve your win rate there. Yeah, I credit the music. Feels good, though. I actually, even though that was, you know, kind of rough and everything, I still think it's a credit to how good Gwen is, because look at how few units have done this without having an event bonus, without having an event CE and everything. Like, very few units have pulled it off, so I'm glad he did that. Whew! Alright, does anyone remember, because we want to do the boar fight with Beastly's perk. I think that's on the 3rd floor, and I think it's kind of like in this area of the map, I think. So we kind of need to just blast and get to that part. So I think we need to get 48,000 points. So if we do like 1 more of these or 2 more of these or so, we'll be good to go. This is one of the generic pieces of shit, so we'll just blast through this. Far right. Yeah, hopefully I can find it pretty quickly. Because yeah, I'm really looking forward to... Because we won't have Herc's Bond CE, so we're not going to have much survivability. But, you know, Herc hits kind of hard there, so... The eyeballs aren't actually that hard because of command codes. What I would do, Zaw, and this kind of helps, is you don't have to get very far to get some decent free quests that you can just kind of autopilot do over and over and over again while you're doing something else. You know, maybe playing a different game, maybe Genshin Impact, or you're doing laundry, whatever. And then you just stockpile a fuckload of the currency to unlock the map, and then you do all the map stuff at like once. That way, you know, you can have fun with the boss fights and everything, because there is fun to be had in this event and whatnot. Yeah, probably Beastly. I feel like that's a good idea. My Gwen is actually not 2K FO'd yet. He's like 1.6 or 1.7, but he's the one I'm working on next, so... You know what's funny is it works in reverse as well, Shadow. When I'm having to do really boring, it's funny, I don't use my stream for that often. Normally I do my farming off stream, but when I do farming on stream, it makes it go by like so easy. It's like cheating. I have no idea what their classes are, but they'll probably kill them all. But yeah, I try to get like a bulk of the farming done off screen. That way I can, you know, do dumb tomfoolery on screen. But every once in a while, it doesn't work out that way. I actually feel like I really do think FGO needs to change the ratio on what they call for like clearing an event. Because I really feel like for whales, obviously they're going ham, and you know, the almost longer the better for them. But like for the normal, oh, I should use Gwen last. I didn't realize it was anyway, it's like for the casual player, which there are so many FGO players that are casual. I think a lot of people, they'd rather like maybe use their AP early in the day than their AP again at the end of the day. And that's about all they're really wanting to do, like for a lot of people. And a lot of events are just not going to get done that way. And I think that's actually, like they need to focus more on like other things to do that you don't have to do, right? Like that way so the casuals can get what they want out of the event and they can get the main meat of it done. But then you have lots of other stuff to do, right? For the people that want to keep playing like a lot more than just a little bit here and a little bit there. Like, I feel like they've really kind of missed the mark on some of the... Because, like, seriously, if you're playing this game pretty casually, it's... You know, even if you play a bit every day, you're really not going to do so hot on, like, unlocking the main story and, like, the CEs and stuff from events, so... Okay, is that enough? I think that's enough. Yeah. I actually shouldn't have done that last unlock. I should have just done another one of the quests, but... I'm hoping I can just cheese the shit out of this and move on. Wait, you're actually playing this game? I'm right. This event does have a decent amount of side stuff that's fun, but it's not replayable, so that kind of sucks. I honestly don't know why they don't allow like boss fights and stuff in events to just be replayable. And like you can have them go away when the event ends if you want, but like you might as well let people redo things for fun. These pink ones though.
午前の光勝ち目がないことがなぜわからん精度を上げて潰させてもらう準備完了だ出番任せろ起きよいやくだらん裁きの時だ世界の策は我が大陸
I'll be so happy with the story replay though. Like, holy crap, man. Like, the amount of like ways to test new units and old units and team setups and just it'll just be so much. Like when they add Nemo, you can go do a bunch of stages that are applicable to Nemo and see how he does, right? Stuff like that. Might not have quite enough damage here. Okay.
さあ立ちふさがってよ我が戦車は星のよう容赦なくお前たちを引きつる思いやすトラゴンエリア
Damn it. Might still get it here. I know, yeah, I can do this. Yeah, no problem.
行くぜこの剣は太陽のあらゆる苦情を清める弔の
I think the challenge quest on Ninja is decent hard. I mean, there's ways to cheese it and make it very easy, but I mean, that's basically every challenge quest ever created. You know, it's not the hardest either, though, but it's pretty tough. It's kind of middle of the road, I would say.
こちとら人生半分を戦いにあげくれたんだ
Why on earth would you think I would roll for Castor Oratorio? Why on earth would you think such a thing? Like, first off, from a meta standpoint, which I don't care about very much, but even from a meta standpoint, I already have Waver and Scatty. Believe me, I have absolutely no trouble 3-turning anything if I actually want to. So I don't need her at all. And then in terms of like, you know, since when have I been an Artoria fan? Like, what? Like, I literally have MP3 Edmund, you know, double Scatty, Waver, all that nonsense. I have no problems in the farming department anyway. And even if I did, I'm not gonna waste my SQ on something for farming. I actually do know some Artoria fans that don't actually like Castor Artoria very much. But they like regular Artoria and stuff. And then there's some people I know, actually I know several people like this, that they like Lancer Artoria, but they don't like any of the other Artorias. If we can find the goddamn boar here, I'll be very happy. And hell, I can 3-turn most things without using Waver, Scatty, or Castor Artoria. There's so many ways to 3-turn these days. Especially when you've got K-Scope and stuff. There's just so many ways to like do setups that don't even have a support and you can 3-turn. Hopefully this is the right one. Can you imagine, chat, if I wasted my SQ on like meta horse shit, right? Like I blow all my like, you know, 2000 SQ on like Castoria or whatever, and then they bring out like, you know, Butch Cassidy, Green Knight, Henry V or anything like that, right? And then I couldn't get it, right? Like, why the fuck would I do that? Is it this one? I think it might be this one. I think we might have gotten it here. There's our boy. Alright. I'm excited to see if this works or not. Because he's gonna do way more damage than Ku did, but he's gonna have significantly less survivability. Do we still do Atlas, I wonder? Probably. I feel like you can at least loop one of your skills with Atlas. Let's find out. Okay, obviously you're supposed to bring Oki and you remove their gimmick, but that's for pussies, so... Also, you waste mats when you do that, so... There's just no point. Like, even if I was a meta slave, I don't need cast. I've never had a note or like, oh, I can't free turn this. If I had Castoria, I could. I've never had that. Because now, and I get it, a lot of people prefer Castoria to Scatty because she works with more budgety DPS. And that's totally a thing. But I have the DPS that works with Scatty. I literally have all of them. Like, I've got Edmund at a high NP rank. I've got Lancelot at NP 5, for God's sakes. I've got I got the Cat, right? She's a really good Scatty one. I've got Valkyrie, also at NP 5, right? I have like every DPS ever that works with Scatty, right? And a lot of those DPS I happen to like, so they have high skill ranks as well. So there's no problems with me doing Scatty setups, and then I can even put in Waver if you need the extra juice, right? So I literally have no use for Caster Artoria at all. And it goes the other way too. If you've got Caster Artoria, you really don't need Scatty, right? Like maybe you do for challenge quests, but I'm not going to use them for challenge quests anyway, so... I really don't like this opening hand, but, you know, what are you going to do? Great damage, everyone. I should have cast Guts last turn. That actually might screw me over. The only difference, because the Guts is going to go off before, like, anyway, so I could be at a 4-turn cooldown instead of a 5-turn cooldown, so... Whoops! Alright, let's see what kind of damage we see. Still doing almost 10k with his Buster, god. Wow, that is quite a bit on the extra. I'm not sure it's enough, but, he might actually be better off with his, I don't think he'd be better off with his Bomb CE. But you might be able to get so many Buster Ups that it compensates for everything else. Man, that is crazy, though, that he's doing that kind of damage here. Like, you normally do like, almost nothing to these guys. Like, what the hell? That's crazy. So these guys have massive card resistance, right? So you don't do, generally you do like 0 damage to them. But yeah, he's not really giving a fuck. I mean, this is gonna be close, but I think we might win anyway. Then I definitely need to try to cast my third skill at like the proper time, but we're gonna get our NP, which will help because of the defense down. This guy's definitely dead here. Easy. Like, that extra attack is doing so much damage. Yeah, I could have done Guts right there and gotten a Buster Up. My god, though, I had to, like, actually try on Ku. Remember on Ku, I had to, like, you know, switch up command codes and get really meta with my skill order, and I had to kind of figure it out and all that. And then Herc just comes in here and is like, I click the red buttons, man. Like, that's all I do. We don't even need the NP, for God's sakes. I mean, we're going to use it anyway just to be stylish, but we don't even need it. Look at this nonsense. Like, that was so easy. Imagine actually using the mats to bring Oki here, and so you know to get rid of the gimmick. Like, you'd actually need that if you had Hurt. Oh, look at this! Look at that! Look at what's the fucking damage that extra did. Totally needed that buff, indeed. Jesus Christ! Hurt's pretty good, by the way. No Bond CE, just fuck him up the old-fashioned way. Look at all these points. Yeah, I do need to progress this account though, because I think you're gonna get a Grail at the end of this event, and I'm gonna want that so I can grow Babbage, you know. Gotta Robo Bro up. Bro, indeed. Brobot, yeah, that works too. Okay. I think like this way was the other boar, which that one is bullshit, and you pretty much have to get rid of the gimmick unless you've got like a really good dot setup. It's about the only way I can think of to do that one. Unless there's some other way around his damage resistance that I just haven't noticed, but we tried a lot of weird shit and it wasn't working. I wouldn't mind trying Gramps though. Like try Gramps once, because it's a rider anyway, and maybe you have a tiny chance, like a reasonable, you always have a tiny chance to insta-death, but I mean like if you have a reasonable chance to insta-death, it'd be alright. Actually, I should do these first. Is this the whale? I think that this one is another one you have to just use dots. But if you're gonna do that, you want to do it on the other one because it's harder. This one would actually be easier to do the dot thing on, and as such would be less awesome. This is probably just a generic one. I don't even know why they made these, to be honest. Yeah, like, I think this is something people have not realized. Like, most people don't know this. So everyone knows see red, press red, but like, a huge part of why it's so busted if you have a triple buster deck is because of the extra attack. A lot of people don't think about it, but the extra attack is really, there's no more value you can get out of an extra attack than on a buster chain, buster brave chain, because you're getting the first card buster bonus for more damage on the extra attack, and the 3 of a kind bonus. It's just ridiculous, like what you get out of your extra attack. Yeah, they'll rerun this at some point. I would not skip it though if you can help it, because it might not get reran for like 2 years, and you might not want to play it then. If you're not really liking the event and you don't want to mess with it too much, I would just, you know, try to autopilot as many free quests as you can, and then just steamroll the main story, right? You don't have to do all the side stuff at all. You don't have to clear the maps. You just have to clear enough to progress the main story. Like, I think it is worth it to just suck it up and get through the main story and at least grab the Grail and that kind of stuff, right? That way you don't have to worry about it later. Because this is not that hard of an event to get through if you're just wanting to do the bare minimum, right? If you're not wanting to go above and beyond, you don't have to do that much in this event. But yeah, it's certainly not the best event I've ever seen either. I'm okay with it though. I haven't found the farming that bad. It's kind of easy, to be honest, and I've enjoyed streaming it just because we can mess around with these stages. And some of the stages are pretty lame and they're not really that interesting, but there's enough fun to be had here that I've been like, yeah, I've had a good time. Not nearly as good of a time though as I did with like Good Final. That was awesome, seriously. Like there was so much fun to be had there. Like the Hydra boss, God, that was fun, and like there was just so many like gimmicky fights you could do throughout Good Final. That was like a joy to get through, and you needed to do so little farming. If you didn't like want to min-max, like gaining, you know, 2 key and crap. So it's like that was a good time. The thing is, Space Ishtar, doesn't have a whole lot of like, she's not like, she can't bust your chain consistently, so like in a spike you could get, you know, really big extra damage out of it. But even then, I doubt she could get the highest, because she doesn't have, like, there's other units that have like, you know, way more like skills that just give them like an insane amount of attack up and or defense down to the enemy and crap like that. So she's probably up there, but I doubt she has the absolute highest extra attack you could ever do. Like, if you min-max the motherfucker, there's probably hard to say though, because she does have the extra attack, you know, up. So Like, she's definitely in the running. It's hard to say, though, if she'd have the best. But in terms of consistency, she absolutely is not the best, right? People like Herc are just doing Buster, you know, every turn. So you're getting that double up extra boost every single turn, over and over and over again. And same for Gwen and Musashi and, you know, all those other people. Musashi is so disgusting now. When Musashi does, like, NP, Buster extra, it's just ridiculous, because she has so much damage on her NP, and then the Buster up and all that. That's so bananas, like how much damage that does in total. Especially if you're fighting, you know, a Lancer or a Berserker. They went so overboard with her. Oh yeah, and Orion, that's the thing. Units like that are probably some of the ones that get the highest extra damage, because they get so much attack up. Because, you know, Orion can double up, in some cases triple his NP, and then you just have so much freaking attack up on your extra. Like, seriously, especially in a team context, you can get triple NPs out of Orion. But on the third NP, though, you're not going to do a Buster Chain, so... Oh yes, most people that compare Caesar to Musashi are actually comparing a 70 Caesar to a 90 Musashi. Like, it's really crazy. So if you grail everyone in the game to 100, 2k foe, all that stuff, low stars disproportionately catch up to high stars. Because you can only grail the 5 stars 10 times, that's it, or 10 levels, right? Where like the 3 stars get 30 levels, right? And the low stars get 40 levels. So when you compare like a 70 to a 90, and then you grail everyone to 100, that 70 catches up more to the 90, you know, from when they both go to 100, if that makes any sense. So like Caesar at, you know, 2k foe, NP5, you know, level 100, all that stuff, his NP damage is absolutely insane. And even in Musashi is also insane at, you know, level 100, blah 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 blah, but you know, she doesn't gain quite as much from those grails. The main thing though where 3 stars really shine is just the fact that most people just are not going to have an NP5 5-star, right? Maybe if they're free to play, maybe you saved up for like all year and you got one 5-star NP5, but that's like, that's it, right? Like literally, I've been playing this game for several years, you know, like 4 years, 5 years, and I have multiple accounts, and I've got one NP5 per account, right? And it took me ages to do that, and I had to use my free 5-star ticket and stuff to get from NP4 to NP5 and all that. So it's like, it doesn't happen much. And if I only had one account instead of multiple accounts, I'd only have one. Like, I would only have one NP5 5-star, and that's after several years and a free given away 5-star. And getting lucky on the GSSR on that one time too. So if it wasn't for the GSSR, I'd only have like NP3. Okay, we ran out of mats. Feels bad. Didn't get quite as much done there as I would have liked. Yeah, I don't think there's too much fun to be had with any of these stages, unfortunately. Yeah, I have no unregistered Spirit Origins. Probably never gonna get any either. Well, I guess though, if I just get spooked by Mordred, do I get one? Like on my main account. On my main account, I have MP5 Mordred now. So if I get spooked by her, do I get one? Is that how it works? So if I just randomly, because it could happen, you know, I could just get random luck and just happen to get spooked by her. But I'd have to get spooked by her 10 fucking times, right? Like, that's never gonna happen. Like, sure, maybe in a year or two, I'll just randomly get a Mordred, you know, at some point. But, yeah, that's pretty shit, man. Yeah, just get spooked by Mordred 10 times, forehead, like, that'll happen. I've actually gotten Mordred more than 5 times. It's just over on different accounts. Like my NA account got spooked by her, and because I got spooked by her, then I actually saved up some and rolled for her on Valentine's Day, I think it was, or whatever the Semiramis event was. I think Mordred got a raid up during that at some point, and because I wouldn't have rolled for her, I seriously was not planning on rolling on Mordred at all on my NA account, because if you want her at least in P2 for the most part. So I wouldn't bother saving up to make sure I got her in P2, but because I got spooked and got her in P1, I was like, fuck it, I'll save up and try to get one copy of her. And it worked out, so And then my this account right here is also been spooked by Mordred, but she's just MP1, and I've like never leveled her because why the fuck would I bother? But yeah, I've been spooked by her quite a few times in other accounts. And then I got spooked by her on the newbie account too. I forgot about that. Like when we were rolling story, I'm pretty sure I got a Mordred spook on the newbie account. So yeah, I get Mordred a lot. I wish my newbie account had like just barely missed the free 5-star. Like I just missed the free 5-star. If I had picked Mordred as my free 5-star on the newbie account, I would have MP2 Mordred on the newbie account, and that'd be kind of nice. It's nice too though because Mordred is such a practical unit, man. She is awesome. She's great for farming, especially actually, but even if if you're an account that doesn't have a lot of like the meta support, you know, having units with their own self battery skills and upgraded MPs and damage up skills, and they're really nice for getting big damage for farming. So Mordred's great for that, and she works just fine if you do have Waver or Merlin or whatever. So yeah, she's a great farming unit, and then she gets a lot in challenge quests too because of her anti-debuff and her second skill having so much single target damage on it. And they've really been liking making these farming stages lately that require single target stuff. He's been doing this a lot. He did it in the Requiem event, he did it in Summer 5. They've just done it quite a bit where they have like stages that the first wave is 3 enemies and it's 1 enemy, then 1 enemy, or it's like all 3 waves are 1 enemy. Oh yeah, and they even had a node like that, I think, in the Hagfest? Yeah, they did. They had that stage in Hagfest. That was all single target. And I find Mordred is amazing for those. So like, let's say on wave 1, the first enemy's not too tough, so an AoE MP could kill it. So you just use that, especially if you don't have good cards, but maybe if Mordred got a bunch of buster cards, then you do her second skill instead, and use the MP on the second wave, right? So you're not actually relying on good card RNG. You just pick if you MP on wave 1, 2, or 3, depending on what your deck is like. I just found so many stages where it's really easy to farm it with Mordred because she has like this variety of single target and AoE and then battery, so it's quite nice. And then yeah, AoE challenge quest, she's super good too. Does NA have 11 rolls yet? I'm thinking no. I think they get that. Is it their next anniversary event? Is that when they get it? Because that's a nice boost to like literally everything, right? It makes everything better. It makes your rate up chances better. You get more boom for your buck on your SQ and everything. Like it is nice. Now, if they could add a safety net, that would be swell. I think that was their version of a safety net. It's like, oh, we'll just make it a little bit easier to get everything. And it's like, can we still need a safety net, guys? I mean, this event's pretty silly in a lot of places, so you know, they wanted it to be, you know, like pseudo summer bullshit going on, so. Like, is there a logical reason? No. Is there a bullshit event nonsense reason? Yes. We haven't had a 4-star ticket on JP in a while, I'm pretty sure, unless I'm forgetting one, because they did the 5-star ticket instead. But I still would like the 4-star ticket, because, you know, Beowulf and stuff. Oh, I did not bring a good team for this, but hopefully it'll work out anyway. I probably should have used Achilles first, because he could have gotten an NP refund. I think I bought Gaddy in the back. Oh, you're right. I think that was their way of making up for it. It's right, the GSSR came with also a guaranteed 4-star. Forgot about that. That's not nearly as good as a 4-star ticket, though. And I literally don't even remember what I got from that, but I think it was something kind of stupid. Feels bad. Gwen has all those buffs, but it's an archer. And look, it's a single target situation. Oh yeah, I think you're right. I got Dino Mom. I haven't even leveled her. This is from Blaze Blue. It's Carl versus Raelius. I think it's called X-Manic? Yeah, Blaze Blue stuff. Game, why you no give guild cards? Casual penguin. Game, why you give everything but Buster? You're killing me right now. I have no idea where I'm on. I get Fionn a lot too. Now on my main, I actually rolled when he was rated up. I'd been spooked by him once. And then when he got rated up his second time, which is really far into the game's life, I rolled and got him again. And then I think I've been spooked by him since then. My main has got him now at like an MP3 or 4. And then my newbie account got spooked by him a million times. Just right off the bat, like we just made the account, did some story pulls, and it was just Fionn, 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 Fionn. Which I mean, I'm not complaining, but like that was crazy. So I think my newbie account seriously has been like NP4 or something. Like I'm not even kidding. Like had barely rolled, right? Just the free BSQ they give out, and we have like NP3 or 4 already. So that's some bullshit. Let's see, and then I think I have him on an A. It's something. I'm not really sure, and I don't know if my ult has it. This account might not even have him at all. I'm not sure. I'll check. I would never burn him on any of my accounts, so if I've never gotten him. Yeah, and meanwhile, I have never gotten Hercules on my main. So the account I play the most. This account like never. You know, I'm pretty much free to play on like all my accounts, right? Other than like GSSR and Edmund. But on my main, I always make sure to do dailies and weeklies, and you know, I don't miss out on free SQ, right? I've completed every event that's ever come along. If you don't realize it, but like, look, we're getting SQ right now for doing the main story in the event. That adds up over time. Where like this account, I don't always do the events, right? So this account has gotten over time quite a bit less free SQ than my main account has, right? Because this account doesn't always do the weeklies and things like that. So my main has like min-maxed the amount of free SQ it can get, and it's never gotten a single copy of Hercules ever, right? It's fucking ridiculous. I've gotten every other default 4-star, and for the most part, multiple times. I've been spooked by Valkyrie several times, I've been spooked by Pence, you know, you name it. Never gotten a goddamn Hercules. It's so fucking ridiculous, man. Alright, has this account ever gotten a Fionn? Let's see. Off memory, I want to say no. Oh, hey, it's Beowulf. I didn't know that. Only MP1, but that's how it generally goes with him. Oh, yep, I did. I think I have him on every single account. Only NP1 over here, but yeah, I think I've got him on every account. Dude, I 10-10-10'd him so fast on my main. This is great, man. At least my newbie account has Herc, and this account has Herc. This was actually quite recent that we got Herc on this account. But I'm like, I want it on my main. I want my main to have a Bond 10 Herc. And it's frustrating though, because now the newbie account has them and we're upgrading them and giving them bow items and grails and everything. It's gonna make my main account feel inferior whenever it happens to get Herc. If it ever happens to get Herc, I cannot decide. Like, when you give out a free 4-star ticket for my main account, I am either using it on Herc or Beowulf. There's no competition, right? It's those two, that's it. Literally no one else is in the running at all. Like, fuck all of them. So it's either Herc or Beowulf, and Beowulf I just think is awesome, and I've got him at MP1, and he just scales so much at MP2, you know, I'd love to have him at MP2. It feels so much better to have a 4-star at MP2, right, compared to MP1. Where getting like an MP1 Herc would kind of suck, right? Because you also want Herc at MP2. But I'm just so tired of not having Herc on my main account. So I really don't know what to do. I'm kind of leaning towards Beowulf because of the newbie account, right? If the newbie account didn't have Hercules all upgraded and everything, then I probably would pick Hercules. But I feel like my newbie account will definitely pick Hercules for a free 4-star, and then so that my main account I can pick Beowulf. Because I would love, because I'm planning on grailing Beowulf to at least 90 pretty soon. So that'd be pretty sweet to have him 90 and NP2 and all that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely leaning towards Beowulf. But yeah, it's either him or her. Like, no one else is in the running. It doesn't matter. By the way, no one else will be buffed other than Ku, clearly. Also, my main account is so old, it actually has loads of 4-stars at NP5. Like, because one, I've gotten a lot of free 4-stars over the years, and I always use my free 4-star to boost my NP ranks. I've just been spooked by a lot of things and rolled on things. So I think my Pent is NP4 now, but my Valkyrie is now NP5. My Lancelot is NP5. Like I got a few other ones. Like I've got a good number, but couldn't get a fucking Hercules, man. Yeah, I know you're definitely doing that, so I thankfully don't have to worry about that because I already got her NP5. Feels good. She would be in the running if she wasn't NP5 because she is. I'm like I don't gotta worry about it. I would trade a lot to get Green Knight. Beowulf, you have a whole account for her? Yeah, pretty much. Also, that's an amazing emote. And man, if they give Beowulf an animation update, man. Yeah, I'm either grailing Tesla next, Leonidas, or Beowulf. And ultimately, you know, they're probably all going to get grailed, but we'll see. I think I'm going to grail Beowulf just to 90, just to be practical. It's not, I like him enough that I wouldn't mind at all having him at 100, but just to be practical, I probably would take him to 90, at least for now. But he's definitely getting grailed to 90. But yeah, I want to grill Tesla really bad. Are these all assassins? If they are, you should have Achilles NP first, because it's the only way you'd have a chance of actually dealing with. I didn't pay attention to the enemy types though. Achilles was actually my first NP5 5-star ever. That was mainly though, it's so easy on an ult account going all like, oh yeah, I'm just never gonna use my SQ for anything except for X. It's just easy, right? Because you're not tempted to really go for things on your ults because it's your ults, right? You're not like really worrying about your roster or like what you got for videos and stuff. So it's like, it was like the easy, I hate Ludes, it was like the easiest thing ever on this account. Like, yeah, I'll just never use my SQ unless Achilles is rated up, right? That took no willpower out of me at all, right? Because it was an ult, so it was like, whatever. And now I'm basically doing that for Gilgamesh. I'm not sure though. I feel like Gil is so good at NP4. Like, do I really need NP5? But I don't know. If they rated up Gil tomorrow, I would roll. I like Gilgamesh enough that I probably will just say. The only way I think I would roll on this account, if it wasn't Gilgamesh, is if like there was something I really wanted but not quite enough to go ham on my main, or maybe my main had just gone ham on something else, right? Then I might do something like that. It does make being free to play though a lot easier when you have it like 2 accounts that you're pretty active on, because you get twice as many free to play roles, which is kind of good. I'm hoping the Leonidas will get an animation update in the next, 6 months. I'm hopeful. I think whenever he's going to be used in an event, or a main story, and they knew they were going to do that ahead of time, I think they'll give them an animation update. I really think one reason why sometimes you have events where like a random servant that really needs an animation update, they'll like be like Matahari in the Maze event, right? She really needs an animation update, and she was in that event a good bit, but she did not get an animation update, and I think that's because they didn't like plan for her to be in that event like a year in advance, right? Or, you know, they had planned on, I'm sure, like, you know, Kiara and Kama being there, right? But they probably just a few months out decided to put Matahari in there, right? Like when they were actually doing like the details and actually writing it and that kind of stuff. So I think that happens sometimes where they kind of slap a servant in an event, but they weren't really like originally intended to be in the event until they didn't like prep and, you know, schedule out time to, you know, try to get an animation update done and stuff. That's not a good excuse, by the way. It's just, I feel like that's what's happening. Like, you know, Sanson being in everything ever, but never getting an animation update. Fucking Caligula, man. Gave him new voice lines and all that. Oh my god. Yeah, I think Boudica's, she's tied with a lot of other people for deserving an animation update the most in the game. I truly think, though, right now, after all, you know, this wasn't always true, but where we are now, after some other units have gotten animation updates and everything else, I think the unit that deserves an animation update the most is Ushi. Because I think she has the worst Day 1 sprite. It's ungodly bad, right? She's been in the game since Day 1, so she literally deserves it as much as anyone because she's been in the game since the beginning. She has completely stock animations. She was one of the like the hyped up servants for like the original trailers for the game, right? She's been in the main story. She was, you know, heavily focused in Babylon, and I just had the anime and everything, right? Like, I think she blatantly deserves it the most. A lot of other people deserve it about as much, right? You know, pretty much everyone that's a Day 1 servant deserves it about as much. But the reason why I give the nod to Ushi over them is the fact that her sprite is truly terrible. And, you know, albino goblin, by the way. And then, you know, she's really popular, and she was in the anime and all these things. So it's like, yeah, she really deserves this. But yeah, she's about tied with a lot of other people, but I give her a slight nod there. But Boudica's up there. I mean, Boudica's right up there with her because Boudica's also Day 1. She has completely stock animations. Her sprite's quite bad. She's also rather popular, but she's not featured as much, and she's not as popular. And her sprite, although is not good by any means, it's not as bad as Ushi's, right? Ushi looks like a fucking goblin, right? She looks like an albino goblin, where Boudica just looks like a poorly drawn human, right? So there's a bit of a difference there. Oh yeah, and obviously caster balls are always high priority. So those are quite shite. Like all the Day 1 people are up there, like literally all of them. George has not gotten an animation update, though I will say, because he's wearing, you know, all armor, he's aged quite well. His sprite doesn't actually look that bad. You don't notice like body proportion problems with his head because of the armor. And like the armor is drawn well enough that it's like there's really nothing wrong with George's sprite. Now his attack animations are rather boring. So, and again, Day 1 unit, so he's been, you know, the longer you wait, the more you deserve it, right? And so obviously the Day 1 units have waited longer than anyone. So George is up there, but it's pretty easy to be like, yeah, his sprite actually holds up just fine, right? So like it's not that big of a deal. I don't know why I did that attack up. I didn't need it. And like Leonidas is another one, and he's also a Day 1 unit, but he holds up alright. His sprite's actually kind of decent. And his attack animations, I always said that I would not say his attack animations are amazing by any means, and there's definitely potential to make them so much better. But his attack animations for Day 1 attacks look alright. They're not that bad. They look way better than like Ushi's or Matahari's or Boudica's, right? They look way better than those. You know, but he still deserves one because Day 1 unit, and there's a lot more potential that they could do with it. Yeah, Ben K deserves him too, because he's also been in anime, and he also has... I think his sprite is definitely better than Ushi's. Like, his sprite is actually aged alright. His attack animations haven't, but again, they're definitely better than Ushi's. Like, you know, Ben K's stock animations, so yeah, it's alright. You know, it's like, they don't look too bad. And then his sprite is pretty decent, so... But yeah, all day one people need it, like, blatantly. Yeah, they released a new servant with day one animations. Give me 1 second, chat. I need to grab water. I'm parched and I'm out. All right, though we got a lot of headway done on this event, which is nice. And then like this node, I think if you can just hunker down and get through the main story and unlock this free quest right here, if I remember correctly, you can just spam this free quest to get the materials, these 3 materials over here, and that's what you need to clear the map. So if you don't care about, like, you know, getting the stuff in the shop all that much, and you're just wanting to get, like, the bare essentials done, just unlock that free quest, do it a bunch on autopilot, and then you'll be able to clear the map, and then get all, like, the main story stuff in, you know, CE and all that bullshit. So yeah, if you need to just, you know, do the bare minimum, that free quest will help you out a lot. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, a servant that I really want to get an animation update, but I am so worried if he does get one, because their animation updates lately have not been done very well, is Billy. Like, it's so easy, it's frustrating, because it's actually really easy to make guns awesome. They could put fairly minimum effort into his animation update and still make it really satisfying. You know, you don't need to have him do trick shots, you don't need to have him throw his gun, you don't need to hit him in the face with the gun. Literally just have him, you know, shoot and then like sometimes do quick draw and just shit like that and just make the sound effects good. That's literally all you gotta do, right? Guns are very easy to make awesome, you just make the sound effects good. That's literally all you gotta do, right? I actually feel like the fancier they make it, the worse. I don't want Billy throwing his gun or shooting behind his back or just shoot him, right? Just shoot him. That's what Billy does in the story, right? Like in Lost Belt 1, he just shoots people, right? He just aim good, right? That's how Billy works. He shoot crazy fast and really accurately. That's like his whole shtick. We don't need no, you know, Calamity Jane nonsense here, right? Just have him shoot him and add really nice sound effects and we're good. And then make his sprite better, right? Make his sprite look better. That's all you gotta do. But I'm worried because his hit counts are, you know, kinda high. Like on his Buster, it's, you know, it's not just one hit. I'm kind of instead of just having a cool bang, right? It's gonna be all this trick shot horse shit. So I'm worried as fuck. By the way, I should actually show this video on stream sometime. There's this guy in real life, because with the way revolvers work, if you're really skilled and really fast, it really is ludicrous how quickly you can fire them. And there's this guy that's basically been practicing with guns his entire life, and he's a fairly old man now. And he can basically do Billy's NP in real life. It's scary. Like, it's not, you know, Billy in Fate, you know, is obviously, you know, magic servant bullshit. You know, literally shooting 3 shots at once, where this guy in real life can't quite do that because that's physically impossible. But he can literally, if you watch him shoot, like he can blow up like 2 balloons, and it just looks like he fires once, and both the balloons blow up. It's so insane. It completely looks like he's firing one time, and he hits both balloons, but he's just firing ungodly quickly. It's completely ridiculous. I'll look it up. I haven't again. I'll probably show it next stream because yeah, it's fucking wild. Yeah, I don't remember what the video is called, but he's a somewhat known gun guy just because he is way too good at that shit. Yeah, and like his aim is just so, it's just sickening. Like it's ridiculous. All right, we gotta get 69,000. We're at 65,000. We can probably just whack one of these. I think this is the whale, and I don't think you can really. Wait, I think I didn't do one of the 3 quests. Let me check. Yeah, let me do this one real quick. I should be bringing bonus servants that give more drop rate up, but I just don't care. But yeah, I'm really worried that they'll do a bad job with Billy's update, or that he never gets updated, but I hope he gets a good one. Like, God, please. I think they're going to be so tempted to do trick shots because they're like, well, how do we make a gun interesting? We can't just have him stand there and shoot him, right? And it's like, and he's got a high hit count, so we can't just go bang, right? But a lot of times a single shot is the coolest thing, right? So yeah, all of Billy's hit counts are above 1. And lore-wise, Billy, even without his NP, is capable of like firing multiple shots at like the same time. So they're probably gonna have to spam that instead. Like he can kind of do like pseudo versions of NP all the time. Yes, Geronimo. I will say, Geronimo's normal attacks have aged pretty well. I think his Buster looks cool, man. It's cool throwing the knife and then hitting the knife with lightning. That's cool, right? And his sprite's okay. It's certainly not, it's clearly not as good as, like, the modern stuff. But it's alright. Like, I don't look at Geronimo's sprite and I'm like, oh god, look how bad these proportions are. It's way better than day 1 stuff. Yeah, they're gonna give him a CGI knife, you know. Yeah, a lot of the old servants don't have CGI weapons. Hey, Blue Note, what's up, man? Thank you for the resub, dude. Blue Note's a good lurker, man. Just hangs out. Nice, good guy. But yeah, they're gonna CGI that shit. It'd be cool if he did like 4-star Billy someday, and he was like more of his proper self, and he had like that type of rifle and all that. But he's most famous for actually using a rifle. So people have often speculated if he was ever summoned as a gunner, he would probably have his rifle and the pistol. But I don't think they're ever gonna, like, even though, you know, gunner is canonical and it's Billy's normal class. I don't think they're ever going to add it to FGO. I don't think so. And if they ever did, I think they would do it for a waifu instead of him, right? They'd add, like, you know, a gender bent Jesse James or something, and then they'll make that a gunner. It's like, okay, thanks, guys. A lot of people were actually legit thought they might make Calamity Jane a gunner. I would have been annoyed if they had done that. I mean, she deserves to be a gunner, sure, but, like, because Billy's always been confirmed to be one, it'd be so dumb if he wasn't the first one. Some people think she's gonna be that gunslinger that they didn't give the name away of, right? At the end of Saber Wars 2, a lot of people think that's her. I'm not so sure though, and maybe, but I think there's a pretty high chance that she's a gender bent male gunslinger, to be honest. But we'll just have to see. It's really hard to say. Some people think she's a gender bent Jesse James, which that's certainly possible. With like the star and everything, but yeah, we'll just have to see. Emiya can't be a gunner, only Nameless can, which there, you know, he's obviously a Emiya, but there are differences. Like regular old Emiya cannot be a gunner. It is specifically Nameless, and that's because the world that Nameless is from is different, and his life was quite different. And, you know, he used guns pretty much exclusively, and he, unlike Kurotsugu, he, like, really specialized in them, and he was, like, you know, really, really good with them. Where Kurotsugu just specialized in all you know, combat bombs and grenades and knives and guns and all these other things. Oh yeah, wait, isn't this? Yeah, this is the whale. There's no real fun to be had with this one. You just gotta bake them. You know what? I kind of, just for shits, let's try to buff stack Lost's MHXX and see what we get here. We'll need a little bit of battery. Actually, we could get away with just Shakespeare if we want to make it budgety. Do we want to make it budgety though? Also Qingong. Let's just hit it really hard. Big stars. Get Golden Carp in here. I'm so glad they added a Star Bomb CE recently because the more the merrier, really. Like it's a whole team comp setup that's like really fun to do. So the more freebies out there, the better. John Wick is actually a penciler class, by the way. He lost. What are you ranting at your bro for? Do I have another Star Bomb on this account? I should. Did it just... Please tell me I did the summer event on this account. Because that's a guarantee. Oh yeah, this account got MLB Yang CE. What a bunch of bullshit. Because that's right, it rolled a bit more for Brynhilder than my main did. My main just did tickets. Well, at least I got it on A account. Did I not? Oh god, I may not have finished the summer event on this account though. Because that had a Star Bomb. Did I not? Fuck! Oh god, I mean, I know Summer 5 was trash. But I would hoped I at least did the main story for God's sakes. Or no, I did. Oh, thank god. Woo! I guess I think I had the Martha one though. I think I got the Martha one anyway. So I would have had another Star Bomb option. I could do the Death Cycle thing. I'm not gonna bother. We're just blowing up on turn 1. So I could bring in another buffer if I did that. But we're not gonna need it. I'm with you, Lost. I'm with you. Not only that, and I'm curious about your opinion on this, Lost, but I truly do not like the direction in terms of like art design that they've gone with Fire Emblem ever since Awakening. And I really feel like the reason they started using that art style is because Awakening is the first Fire Emblem game that went mainstream. But I've always said, I think it's so obvious, the reason Awakening went mainstream is because it was actually on a fucking platform that existed, right? Like everyone had a fucking DS, right? Or whatever the fuck platform it was on. There's so many handhelds now, but that was like the most popular handheld ever. And so, you know, that's why it blew up. And they've used that art style ever since, and I don't like it. I really don't. And so, like, when it comes to Four Houses, I'm like, okay, I don't like how they ultra played up the waifu factor, and then I don't like the art style either, and I think the gimmick, like with the whole school thing, is just dumb. So I'm like, I'm so not interested in it. But I really do like some of the older Fire Emblem games. But like, everyone's like, oh, but the Fire Emblem games have always had waifus. But like, they never, like, they've always had like attractive characters, sure. Like even the guys, you know, I mean, let's be real here. But they did not put like this massive focus on the waifu factor in older Fire Emblem games at all. It was more about just like general characterization in any way, right? And ever since Awakening, they just started going way more ham on the waifu factor and in that art style. And I'm just like, it's not really been my cup of tea. So a lot of people like the modern version of Fire Emblem, and that's great. Like, good for them if you're enjoying it. Go nuts. You know, there's nothing like wrong with it or anything. It's just so not my style. Yeah, I don't want a dating sim. I don't want all the school stuff. I don't like the art style. And I also don't like a lot of the changes they made to the gameplay over the years. Now, I don't know anything about Four Houses gameplay, but like I did not like what they did with the gameplay in Awakening and whatever the fuck the other one was named. There was just a lot of like changes they did to the like stuff with like turn order and like how reinforcements work and like in the older games, if you stack 2 units on top of each other, that was a burden, right? And it was like, you would do it to save a unit from dying, but then that unit would be nerfed for like taking care of the other unit, so you had to think about it. Where in the later games, it's like if you fuse units, they're just way stronger, and you can just like hold a choke point so easily and stuff. It's such a mess. Yeah, all that stuff, all the managing like connections and social. I don't want to play Persona in my Fire Emblem, thank you. Another thing I don't like I feel like their level design has also gotten worse since the older days, especially in Awakening and Fates. I think their level design was way worse. I have no idea about Four Houses. They might have amazing level design, and I would not know it. I fucking love Pro ZD's video about Fire Emblem Four Houses, though. That is such a great video. I have not seen a Fire Emblem character that I've liked in so long. Every time I just like casually see Fire Emblem characters from like people on Discord or a YouTube thumbnail or whatever, everything pretty much from Awakening and on, I just do not care for the designs. And there's some I'm like, yeah, it's not too bad, right? But most of the like newer Fire Emblem designs, I just do not care for the aesthetic. I don't know what my favorite Pro ZD skit is. There's so many good ones that it's it's hard to pick. And we could have done the battery from Shakespeare and the battery from King Kong, and then obviously MHX's own and all that. We actually could have gone with the higher start. We could have gone with the damage CE that gave 200%, and we still could have beat on turn 1. We probably should have done that. That would have been pretty good. Oh yeah, because look, we could have gotten that and the other 20% battery. Alright, let's see what we do. Okay, 3 houses, whatever. You can tell how much I care about Modern Fire Emblem these days. And I know lots of people like it, and that's great. Like, I'm not trying to like alienate or hate on anybody. If you enjoy it, go nuts. There's nothing wrong also with liking like the waifu games and stuff. Like that's fine. It's not my cup of tea at all. So. That's still really good damage, but we could have done more than that. We could have done a good bit more than that. But that was still good. Dude, I have a lot of people that are always telling me the games they think I'll like, and they're always so fucking wrong. There's like, I know like 2 or 3 people. I have a lot of friends and acquaintances and stuff, and I'm kind of lucky like that. And I can think of like 3 or 4 people that actually know my taste, right? Now, I may be wrong about this, but for my chat, I actually think Zaw kind of knows where I'm coming from on most things. I just noticed from when I do talk with Zaw and when we play Genshin Impact, Zaw seems to have an extremely similar mindset to me. So I have a feeling we have a good bit of overlap in some areas. So I think he might actually have a good idea of where I'm coming from with these things. That's the thing, I don't, like, most people, you're not gonna know their taste that well unless you really know them and, like, you know, and whatnot. So I know, because a lot of my, like, friends and acquaintances, I'm not gonna know what games they would necessarily like, and I don't act like I do. That's what bothers me when people are like, oh, I think you'll like this game, and they're just so fucking wrong, and I'm just like, good God. I don't say that to people, right? Again, because I can think of 3 or 4 people that I think I know well enough where I could, you know, rather well predict their favorite games and whatnot, but there's not that many people, right? Oh, Arjuna. I feel very fortunate to have met I Love Arjuna. Oh yeah, I like MechWarrior. I played those as a kid. My favorite MechWarrior games, though, are actually Mech Commander. I really do like, you know, MechWarrior 2 and MechWarrior Vengeance and all that kind of stuff, you know, like the classic stuff. But my favorite is definitely Mech Commander 1. And I do like Mech Commander 2 a lot, too, but Mech Commander 1 is such a fucking good game. I've thought about streaming it. I just don't know if it would go over well, because it is really old, so visually I don't know if people would really, you know, find it that engaging. But that's a damn good game, man. You have a lot of, like, customization, and there's so many ways to beat the levels. You have so much freedom in the ways you beat the levels, but the levels are also hard. Like, it's not easy at all, right? So I really like that game. I love the soundtrack, and all the like different ways you can set up your teams and stuff. Like it's great.
そこだね。焦らず着実に改造を埋めていこう。
I would kill for Met Commander 3. I might at least play it on stream once, just to kind of show it off, right? I don't know if I could get far enough into the game in one stream to really show off how like good the level design gets, but I might do that at some point. My favorite, I mean, come on, chat. Let's see if chat can guess. So I think chat's got this. Can you all figure out what my favorite game soundtrack is, right? I think. Yep, there we go. Literally first comment. There you go. I think people can figure that one out. I don't remember what level this is. Oh, it's every time it's a question mark, it's always the fucking shitty ass, like just fighting those shadow creep things, and there's like nothing to it. Speaking of Armored Core, I'm gonna try, especially once I get a few things set up. Like I gotta say, my life is kind of a mess right now because my city's a mess, and the pandemic is making a lot of problems. And but once I can get my life a bit sorted out, and hopefully when the pandemic gets sorted out, be like a good vaccine or whatever, I got a lot of plans I want to do with the stream, and I'm definitely gonna try to incorporate other games more often, like as bonus streams and stuff. So just give me a minute. Life really is a shit show right now because I'm having all the sleep apnea problems, which. Oh my god, I'm so tired of that, literally. But, yeah, but once I can get my life, sorted, I'm planning on putting some real effort into my stream and trying to get some things sorted out. But now is just not the time. I'm, like, fucking dying over here, and, there's a lot of problems to deal with, so this is just not the time for me to be doing that. But I really will try to get more up. Because people always ask me to play other games and stuff, so we'll get to it eventually. I feel like I forgot to use my command or my Mystic Code buff, I'm sure. Yeah, I've heard about that with the PSP situation. Feels bad, man. Imagine using Aya this often. Fighting lizards and you shoot Lancer lizards, by the way. Throw Achilles, man. Lizards equal T on that, yeah. Chat, does anyone else feel like the next event's gonna be a rerun and then after that maybe a main story? I hope that's not the case. Either that or like it'll be like a download campaign. Are we behind on that? Like aren't we behind on download campaigns or something? Like aren't we like kind of expecting one soon? Because I could definitely see that the next thing I just really feel like is gonna be some filler bullshit, right? Like I think it's either a rerun or just, it's a non-event, right? They haven't done those in a while, so. Hey, if we get a 4-star ticket out of it though, I'd at least be happy for that. I don't think they'll do hunting quests because they've done that quite a bit recently. I feel like they're more likely to do, wait, what does she even give bonus-wise? Okay, that's fine. I don't need mash though. There we go. I'm sure I could make a setup on this account where I could bring more bonus servants, but I just don't care enough, so I'm not going to. Wait, what am I doing right now? I thought I was doing a farming stage. This is not a farming stage. I feel like we should do something silly here, but fuck it, it's only 600k. Let's see if we can kill it. If we could have done buff stacking. You know what? No, we'll do buff stacking. Let's have some fun here. The question is, who do we buff stack? Fuck, we have to bring... That is so bad for having fun. Because now I can't bring like another support that's strong. I can't use someone else's DPS. Right? You're killing me, game. Hide. God. This account does have a leveled hide though, but that's just sad. Do we do hide? Okay, let's cry. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is... Oh, God. The CE is good for him, at least. Like, it does make sense, although does it make... I don't think it makes more sense than... outside of the event, I don't think it makes more sense than Demonic. But, in the event, it obviously makes more sense. This is gonna be bad. I'm not even sure this is gonna work. Oh, God. See, the better way is to bring a different DPS along with him and just have them do all the damage. That's the better way of doing this, but, we won't. I might be Pent, though, because that's legitimately good, especially because her Star Absorb is low. Like, I might actually do that. Let's see. Gong makes sense. But I want star bombs. This is... Oh, God. Okay. We could also have Pint with Poster Girl, although the boss is AoE, so it's not really necessary. Watch Hyde just not get any cards, right? That's the real problem. Battery is actually a problem here. We're going to want to transform pretty quick. We can get 80% if we put in Shakespeare, but then Shakespeare doesn't have... Okay, here, I think we will try to use Pence and have her die first. We do survive. The thing is, I need survivability then to keep... The fuck? Anyway, we'll need survivability to keep, Why does this have the fucking sound effects? I gotta kill this song. It's so weird. Anyway, we need to have a way to have Pence die before Hyde, and that's actually not looking very likely, so maybe we don't do this route. Let's go 2030. Somebody's gonna need Star Bomb, though. Carp, I think, makes more sense for her. Where is it? I need to level up this account CEs. Where the hell is Carp? There we go. I could yeet. No, that's... Well, it's not that bad to yeet. Waver. Does this account have another 2030? Not looking like it. Got another Carp though. Oh look, this account has a bunch of Oh my god. Ugh. If that was limit broken, I would have won that stage today, by the way. It's fucking bullshit. Give me some of those copies. I can't think of anything I can give Ching Gong that's really gonna matter here. I could do NP on death, in case he happens to die. There's also just stars per turn. Okay, we'll give him Star Bomb. I almost want to use one of these just for Big Damn, and there's no like gimmick here for it to remove, and I don't really need the mats for this one, so you know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna gotta get Hyde doing big numbers here. Chat. FGO Arcade doesn't have regular coup, but if it did, I feel like they would have gotten Hawaiian shirt coup by now. Yeah, they just give you a free evade here. I guess that's from the buff. Okay, I've got an arc chain. That's good. How does this evade work? I'm guessing it's just evade for one turn. It's either that or one hit, but I'm assuming it's one turn. Okay. We can get our NP right now, which we probably should. So, this is good. Our next hand has both Hyde Buster cards. That's super fucking good. So you just want to make as many stars as possible. You know what? I should have tried to get someone else for NP to overcharge Hyde, because it makes his Buster up bigger. This is pathetic, by the way. Like, his NP is fucking pathetic. Let me look this up. I can't remember what it is without with the default overcharge, but I know it's just so bad. So, before they buffed him, it was 20%. Can you believe that? It was 20% before they buffed him. How the fuck is that worth it? Like, everyone, you know, fucking Baldy and Orion are over there getting big numbers, and Hyde gets 20%, and he can't cast it again. That is pathetic, and it does no damage. It'd be one thing if it was a permanent Buster up, and his NP did damage, right? But it doesn't. That is so stupid. Do you realize how many Buster attacks you need to do to make that 20% actually add up to a normal NP damage? Like, that is the stupidest fucking thing. Like, what the hell were they thinking? Like, you do not have to be a hardcore FGO player to be like, let's see, NP doing 0 damage, gives 20% Buster up. How many Buster attacks do I have to do to make this do the damage of a normal NP? A lot. Like, the math here is so bad. And yeah, it can be removed. But so, and then when they buffed him, they made it 40%. Which is better, but it is still so laughable next to Orion and Baldy and all of them, right? That's why Demonic is good, though, because Demonic will make it a 60% permanently, which that helps, but it's still not good enough. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Wait, how did we... Did I miss a Buster card? Did we have a Buster card in our first hand? Fuck, we must have had one of Hyde's Buster cards in the first hand. God damn it. And we can't even Buster Chain. Well, we'll still be able to get decent stuff here. I think we switch out I should have done the turn order differently. I could have Chin Gonging Pent would have been good because then I could control when I bring in Shakespeare. So I should have made the team setup differently, but too late now. Let's do it this way then. Why do you have such? How? God, hide, please. And Pence doesn't even have good star absorb, right? So it's not like it's that hard. But nope, Buster card get 40%. The music is taunting me. Could we have buffed? Do you think we got enough buffs there? Please crit. Height is so cool though. Fuck! God! We had so many crit buffs! We gotta try this. We had so many goddamn crit buffs there. I'm gonna give him command codes. We gotta help our boy out. Oh yeah, we took off the Star Absorb one off Gwen, so we'll just give him the hide here. I'm so ready for a hide buff, but he's so hard to fix with that buff because they already buffed his NP and that's what they need to fix. His NP needs to be so much better. Like giving him a permanent attack buff would really help. God, he's not even close to power creeping Orion. Like, not even. God, imagine if that one actually crits. Yeah, buffing his skills could help, but I really think one of the best things to do would be buffing his NP again and giving it a permanent attack buff, because it's so dumb that he gets a Buster up and that's it, and he can't reapply it, and his deck only has 2 Buster cards, right? So if you're fighting Riders, your quick and art cards get weaker, right? He needs to, because his deck has so many not Buster cards in it, he needs to have you know, damage from his quick and art still, right? Yeah, not like the pinnacle damage that you're gonna get out of your busters, but they need to be throwing out good damage, but they don't. Like, not at all. Yeah, they definitely should double down on his damage, but they need to also, like, I would give him... Seriously, this would make him much better. Like, much, much better. He's still not going to be, like, as good as Orion and probably not even Baldy, but add to his NP a permanent attack buff, like 20%, 30%, something like that. Permanent attack buff, like his... because it needs to be permanent, because he can't NP again. You know, he's not like Baldy who can double up on his NP and even triple on his NP, right? He can't do that. So, he needs a permanent attack buff, and then he needs a permanent Star Absorb skill on off his NP as well. Or add a Star Absorb skill to his crit skill, one or the other. And then preferably add some stuff to his skills as well, because his skills aren't great. Okay. Chat, do you think 7 years from now, when they make a Fate Strange Fake anime, or a prototype anime, Fragments specifically, because he's not in regular prototype, but do you think they'll ever add the version of Jekyll and Hyde? No. Do you think they'll add a Jekyll and Hyde? You know, because in this game he's an assassin that can turn into a berserker, where in prototype he's just a berserker, right? And his NP's a bit different and stuff. But obviously he's basically the same guy, same personality, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't think they will. Just like they never added Lancer Vlad. They never added regular Lancer Vlad from APOC because they're like, you know, they did the dumbass version of him because they didn't have his design. That's the whole reason, by the way, they did Jekyll and Hyde the way they did, because they didn't know how to design his NP. They didn't know what it was supposed to look like. And same thing with Vlad. They didn't know what it was supposed to look like. So that's the whole reason they didn't do them. But then they made versions of them that's basically them. And they're like, oh, we can't just add them again because they're too similar, right? I very much think that's what's going on there. So yeah, I agree with Chad, unfortunately. I don't think they're going to add regular Jekyll and Hyde. Well, the one way they might is if he gets really popular, right? If Prototype gets, Fragments gets an anime, and people really like his design and stuff from his NP, then they might. But I don't think he's going to get them popular enough, so it's probably not going to happen. The other option is we could bring Atlas and not even switch. Then we could like guarantee crit, but that's probably not the way. We're running that peak damage, not consistent damage. Will you stop talking, Da Vinci? Dear God, it's such a generic menu they have to go to over and over again. The fact that they have her say something every fucking time, like you upgrade your skills and you go back to do an NP, she talks again. It's like, why? That's so insane. Pretty hard to justify using that much void dust on him when I like never use him. I mean, Hyde is a really cool character, but his gameplay is just so fucked up. I love his NP. Oh, I didn't use the Buster up. God damn it. Well, we'll see what we get this one, and then we might do it again. But oops. But yeah, I know, his NP is so unique and cool. But yeah, they messed it up. It sucks too, because now they've kind of done other characters that are a similar concept, and they get done more justice, and he deserves it. I mean, Jekyll and Hyde is such a famous story. Okay, we have not gotten a Buster card yet, so both Buster cards are still left in the deck. Hopefully we won't see a Buster card this turn. That would be great. Yes! Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have much stars in here. I guess I should just do the crit down. Like, why not? Speaking of Prototype, Prototype has a fucking soundtrack. It doesn't have an anime. This is from the Prototype soundtrack. I'm so glad that they gave Arthur unique themes instead of making them like reskins of Artoria's music. Like, for both of their sakes, it was better that way. I wish I could switch out... No, I can't switch out Waver, because that means only Berserkers will be in the hand, so the Star Absorb won't be as bad. Unfortunately, Hyde has 4 cards, though, so kind of tricky on that one. But we get a Star Bomb here. Don't have as many stars as last time. God. Only he had a Star Absorb skill on this thing. I love his laugh though, dude. It's so good. Do we Buster... Okay, chat. Buster Chain or Brave Chain? We'll say 1 in chat for Buster. So 1 for Buster Chain, 2 for Brave Chain. BBB. Okay, people actually, I was kind of split. I thought people would overwhelmingly want the Buster Chain. Buster is more peak damage, but it's less damage total. That is so split. This is super fucking split. I'm gonna say Buster Chain just because it's cooler to have that peak damage, I think. I think that's what we're gonna go with, because seeing the one card do more damage, I think is cooler than like the extra attack and all that other stuff. Hopefully we'll get a double crit. I forgot to bring the free Buster up though from the stage, so we could have done more than this, but still. God damn it. Okay, it's alright. Now obviously if we'd buff stacked the regular NP, we would have done a hell of a lot more than that and the board would already be dead, but if we had brought that Buster up from the stage, I think that would have done another 20 to 40k damage, so it's alright. But that still pales in comparison to, you know, Orion and Baldi. I mean, look at how many turns and buffs and command code. Like, we did so much stuff for that, right? And that's so behind what we would have done. It's so nice though, and I like these non-crits. They're not bad either. And he's not grailed. He's not grailed. He's just regular old 70. I would actually probably grail him if they gave him a buff and an animation update. So I super like Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, his voice lines are fine. I like his voice act. I mean, I've said this before. Jekyll and Hyde is like top 10 for me. Easy. Easy. It's just his design is, you know, not so great in terms of like the sprite quality. And then his gameplay is, although unique, is not very good. Oh yeah, Mori could have done that in one turn, no problem. Like, he got a Buster card, that's that. Okay, boys, I think we'll wrap up there. We gotta do farming, and I don't want to do that on stream. And I need a quick break anyway. But I'll probably play some more Genshin today. I kind of want to do the event a bit more. And so for those that want to hang out and do some Genshin stuff, I'll be doing that in like 10, 20 minutes or so. But this was fun. I had a good time. That was, I gotta say, I enjoyed Gwen beating that Lancer stage a lot. I was very satisfied with that. Because I'm telling you, man, you don't got any event bonuses going on. That is hard. Like, so Gwen having the value to pull that off made me pretty proud, right? Gwen's a tough lad, so that was nice. But yeah, then Hercules also absolutely obliterating the boars. That was the thing. But, all right, lads, we'll take a break, and I will be back for those that want to see some Genshin Impact. And for everyone else, I will probably see you all tomorrow. And seriously, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out. It's really nice being able to have all these people to just hang out with, right? When, especially in the pandemic, so it's nice. But yep, peace!